Well, this is Prescott, east of Kingston, east of Napanee, Ontario, and the saying of the day is 2 fuel tanks are better than 1. And if you look in the mirror, find the distance, you will see the white drive-in trailer and then the gate, and behind the gate, that's my tank that I just brought. And so I dropped the entire trailer. You can see my fenders in the mirror, right? So there's no trailer behind me. Now the deal is that my YouTube friend who's doing tank number 2 was not able to get licensing to cross into Canada because all American carriers require registration in Canada, and that takes about a month, you know, and so these guys cannot wait this long, of course. And so we agreed for an additional fee that I'm dropping my trailer and I'm driving 275 miles back to Buffalo. I meet up with Ben, I grab his trailer, I drive it 320 miles because this a longer way I have to go through Toronto because it's too heavy, and I drive it 320 miles from Buffalo to here. And then I just got the good news is that I said, can I park my trailer before I disconnect, and can I park it where the crane will be able to get to it, you know, like right away basically when the crane arrives here Friday, because they want to unload both trailers at the same time. And the guy says, no, it's back over there, and he shows me where the crane will be, and he says it's a very tight spot, and he says the crane has to come in first. And of course you know what that means. That means that I will have to basically shunt 2 trailers. The one I dropped now, my trailer, I'll have to hook back to it and put it in the position after the crane is here, and then I'll have to drag it out. But of course I'll have to drop Ben's trailer right then, or drop his trailer over there first and then drag it out, hook up back to my trailer, put it in, then drag it out, disconnect, hook up to Ben's trailer, and then I have to take it back into US, so, and give it to him, and then I'm bobtailing back to get my trailer. So it's gonna be a lot of miles and a lot of bobtailing. And today I already did what, like 450 kilometers, you know, 230 miles, something like that, from Cambridge to here. And got up like at 5 o'clock, 5:30, and 6:30 I was already on the freeway. So anyway, the weather's good, the summer is finally here. See Captain SERGEI is driving in a t-shirt, and what's going through my head what I have to do, because with this tank, customs broker was very slow. It took him like 6 hours to prepare my you know, border crossing. That was the biggest holdup. And so now the guy gave me all his, I said, give me all your trailer info, like what I will need to set up border crossing. Like I need his VIN number, the plate, you know, unit number, and he has 2 trailers, right? He has a Stinger. He's driving with the Escort in New York, and he said I can use his Escort to the bridge, and then I don't need one in Ontario. But it's gonna be interesting trip. His trailer is a 55-ton, but it has a Stinger, but a standard neck, so the truck will be close to the trailer, and then the Stinger throws weight on the truck. So I just hope I'm not gonna be overloaded, because on my trailer, of course, now I have the flip neck, you know. It's very useful with a heavy load like this. And all in all, it was a very scary drive. I kept checking my chains, you know, every couple of hours, you know, like checking my mirrors, because this thing, like the way it sits. And somebody asked why we didn't use timbers. That was my plan, like, you know, build up some kind of a, you know, a ramp in the back there, and let the rear of this massive tank, 88,000 pounds, instead of sitting on my trailer on a thin piece of rubber that I put in there, which helped a lot to protect the paint. But I wanted to put some kind of a, like, you know, rigging thing in there so that the weight is more evenly distributed, you know. And the rigger says, no, we don't have any timbers, even though the broker told me, well, they should have, right, the riggers. And you know, those timbers are expensive, so nobody is gonna give you for free. Like, it's very rare occurrence when somebody will give you for free 12 by 12 or 10 by 10 hardwood blocks, you know. And so we had to drag it like that. But the good news is that the other guy's trailer is a 55 ton, so it's much lighter than my 60 ton, and also his trailer was much lower, so they didn't even have to cut off the pipes on the top. But I'll have to check that actually, because my fifth wheel is taller, but it's gonna raise the front, right? So in the front, the way the tank sits, you know, the front, it's not an issue. The issue is in the back, where it sits on the chassis. Sorry, the wind started. And so yeah, so that's what I'm doing. And if that was not enough, Monday I booked another load for Monday. Because I'm going to a photography conference in New York City on June 1st. I'll be there 4 or 5 days, just relaxing, you know, focusing on photography and art. You know, just I need a break from trucking, so I don't wanna talk about trucking during the first week of June. And a friend of mine, the broker from Alberta, was saying, well, so you'll be gone first week of June, and then that's Memorial holiday over here. He says you won't have any loads for 2 weeks. And I said, hold on a second, like, I'm leaving what, Thursday or Friday? I'm leaving in my car. I'm driving to New York City Friday, June, no, it's like last day of May, and Memorial Day is this Monday, right? So I have whole week to do something. I can do like a short load. And so I looked on load board, and I found the load from like a short, again, another HSD, heavy short distance from Ontario to New York State, you know. Very nice load, very big. I never moved something like that before, so stay tuned. It'll be something to watch. But for now, the plan is to hook up to this other guy's trailer, and so now I have to set up my border crossing as a bobtail, and then at the same time I'm gonna set up border crossing for tomorrow with his trailer, and then I have to set up bridge permit for Peace Bridge, but his trailer is lighter, so I don't expect any problems. So the gross weight will be lighter. And then we're gonna do a lot of driving. And the good news is that for me is that you see I have that baby over there. That's a 407 transponder. So my truck, it's kind of like a business expense. I'm so happy I got this. It's very expensive, like the, you know, the rate per mile. It's 407. They say it's one of the most expensive tollways in North America. But it saves a lot of stress and a lot of time during rush hour, and it's just smooth sailing. I took it today all the way from Milton, Ontario to Pickering. It's probably gonna cost me like $100 Canadian, you know. And it's only, I don't know, 50 miles, which is still okay, you know, for commercial purpose, right? And so this way, when I'm coming from Buffalo, there's actually 407 starts right there near where? Near Hamilton, you know, and they can just jump on that and just go around Toronto on 407. So it's going to be faster than today. because I ran into some slowdown on 401 west of Milton, but now I'll be on 407. Usually it's flowing pretty good because it's so many lanes, you know, and lots of people don't want to pay the toll, so they just take the 401, right? So anyways, stay tuned. So next video I'll show you guys this this other trailer with a Stinger, and we might go over some differences, right, between the 55-ton and 60-ton, see what's what and how the weights are distributed. And he's gonna send me the, oh, I think he already sent me, he sent me the spacings. I need that. I need axle spacings on his trailer to order the permit. And he said he'll scale the load, and because I need that, I need axle weights, you know, for the bridge permit. So that's it. That's all I got for today. I'm so happy that the thing is on the ground, you know. It feels so heavy, and it's like I put all my chains on it, and I had of course to combine a bunch of chains because it's so tall, right? Because a strap, it's nothing. A strap is 5,000 pounds, so it's good to hold only 10,000. This thing is almost 90. So straps are, I used one together with a 3/8 chain. So that one is rated for what, 66,000 pounds, and so maybe combined they're holding 10,000, right? But very scary load. Thanks for watching.